thank you for that warm reception. We're honored to be standing on this stage tonight, and I think I might cry because I never pictured us ever being up here. So thank you. You might have noticed a theme tonight. We're a stubborn lot. And our consultants will second that. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh.
That's all right.
I noticed today when Wes was giving us his presentation that he had a theme. And the theme was making an intention. It's the most important thing we can do to make an intention to succeed and move forward no matter what. So based on that theme, I'm going to turn this over to my husband to tell you how we got here.
Great. I'm so grateful to be here. I've been in business, I've been working there for 50 years, a long spell. Been with Drive for 21 years. It's been an amazing journey. I just can't say how grateful I am. It's just a feeling from the heart that, and listening to everybody else up here, I'm like, wow, we finally got up here. Lots of little bits of work over the years, and I thought they were going to save us to last because it took us the longest to get here, but nonetheless, we did get here, and I am enjoying the journey more now than ever in my life. I'm working about 3.5 days a week now, and I took my big office and they moved me way back in the back corner, and every day I get to be helpful to people and change people's lives, and I look forward to the opportunities every day of people come in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and that's what I get every day, So I'm grateful. I did write this, so I'm going to read it anyways. Drive introduced me to people who were really doing well, and that attracted me. Some of the first things I learned here were how to keep staffs, how to work with people with different tone levels. Also, technicians, how do I help keep them stay motivated? We instituted a bonus system early on. Wow, what a game changer. It showed us the people that were really motivated and wanted to get ahead, and how to cut and get rid of people who did not want to produce. I was questioned on how much it was costing to stay with this program. Sometimes it's just the small things that make a huge difference, and I've noticed many of those over the years that have translated into an easier and less stressful life. We now have much more abundance, and most of all, it has kept us moving in the right direction. I've had a personal consultant for the last several years. Even though we're doing well, I keep that personal consultant. I never know when another little miracle is going to come our way. Just like in a meditation program, which I've done for many years, she helps me see things clearly. And that's been Cassie for the last few years, and I've just been blessed. I feel like she's a member of my family and a friend. I don't know what got the rest of you here. Whatever it is, consider yourself lucky. 22 years ago, I wanted to change my life. So my first step was the 12-step program to clean up my act. And my next step in changing my life, I joined a Zen group. And from the gifts you taught me here, and I've learned elsewhere, that if you keep making enough intention, things will change. 10 years later, I became a Buddhist monk. I never thought that was ever going to happen, but it did. I started here in 2001 with a desire to grow, and it worked. To any of you that are new or wondering whether to stay the course, don't leave till the miracle happens. So going back, how did we get here? A week before we were making a trip to Florida in our private plane, we received an advertisement for Management Success, and we had a lot of those. They would go from the desk to the basket, and it was just so funny. They just kept showing up. They just didn't give up on us. And this program was being held in Charlotte, North Carolina. My wife, Deb, says, we should go and see what they have to say. Now, that's not exactly on our direct course, but that was about a 20-minute deviation from our course. It was the best deviation I've ever made in my life. I'm supposed to pause here and take a breath too. Either that or it's just some early dementia, but I believe it's just a pause. Yeah, it was a 20-minute deviation off our course. Best deviation ever made. I need to repeat that. Before we left that day, we had signed up for a consultant and some classes in Glendale, California in the following month. That was the beginning of our journey. Over the years, we've made many, many trips to California to take classes and attend conventions. Before this, we were struggling to pay bills, put money away. We were still a stage 2 shop. I was working 6 days a week. We learned that we could make more money in a 40-hour week. It was the beginning of a new life with freedom and happiness that came with it. We learned how to hire the right people and keep them motivated. We may break the $2 million mark for gross sales this year, thanks to all the people in Drive all these years who helped us reach our goals of success and retirement possibly in the near future. And to the rest of you, enjoy the journey. We certainly have. Thanks.